Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Today in my kitchen, I'm putting together a pork marinade. If you have the Mama's Always Right cookbook, it's on page 47. I'm gonna start out with some minced garlic. If you don't have the cookbook, just rewatch the video, jot it down. This one's definitely not a hard one. I bought a pork tenderloin at the grocery store and want to do a wet marinade for it. So what I'm gonna do, the recipe calls for 2 to 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. And I just had the fresh garlic, so I'm gonna chop up at least 3 cloves of minced garlic. And I'm gonna marinate this tenderloin for about 8 hours. That's up to you. I do think that if you marinate it longer, it gets more of the flavor into the meat, of course. So I'm gonna marinate mine for about 8 hours, and then I'm gonna cook mine in the oven, low and slow with a meat thermometer. Anyway, minced garlic. This would be good for chicken as well. And you know what? Honestly, I don't see why you couldn't use this for beef too. You're gonna need some honey, some apple cider vinegar, some lemon juice, some Worcestershire sauce, some barbecue sauce of your choice, garlic, and some dried mustard for this recipe. I want to do something a little different. I do dry rubs a lot, so I wanted to do a wet marinade for this particular loin, just to zhuzh it up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put that into my bowl. I'm gonna set this to the side. And for our wet ingredients, well, there we go. You know what, let's go ahead and do the dried mustard. The dried mustard, you're gonna use 1 teaspoon. Oh, that's a little over that. That won't matter. Okay. Dried mustard. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I have this huge one. So 2 tablespoons of that. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And I have sweet soy sauce. It's just the Food Line brand. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of that. That's going to give it lots of salty flavor as well, so you won't need to add extra salt unless you just want to after the meat's cooked. That's to your taste. Okay, with that, we're going to put in 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. Got a new bottle here. I'm going to use the concentrate instead of squeezing fresh. So we're going to do 3 teaspoons of this. And 3. And that's acidic. It'll help tenderize the meat. Let's see. I've got 1 teaspoon of dried mustard, 2 to 3 teaspoons of garlic, 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce. I'm going to use Sweet Baby Ray's. That's just what I have, but that's up to you, according to your taste or what you have in your cupboard or pantry. And I'm just barely going to have enough. Let me give this a little shake. There we go. Okay, 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce into your marinade, and then 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And I'm just going to give that a zhuzh of Worcestershire. Worcestershire will give it a little bit of a, I don't know how to explain Worcestershire's taste if you're not familiar. It's just got kind of a, It kind of has a bite to it just a little bit. It'll be great in this marinade. Let me just do a shake. Calls for a teaspoon. That looks about right. And I gotta put some honey in here. Where's my honey? 2 teaspoons of honey. I'm gonna eyeball that. Give it some sweetness. That looks to be about 1. 1 more. Little dub. 2. If you want to measure that out, it's 2 teaspoons of honey. I'm going to give this a stir. Get everything incorporated. And I'll repeat the recipe. 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of honey, 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of dried mustard, 2 to 3 teaspoons of minced garlic, a 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, and 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire. I'm going to put that into a bag. And I'm going to put my tenderloin in here to marinate. And that way, I can kind of switch it around and shake it up. I can shake it up. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's an 80s song, I think, by the Cars, maybe. Lord, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder the things that pop into my head. All right. Let me grab this tenderloin, or this loin. I need to say loin, because this is definitely a pork loin. I'm going to put that in the bag. Like I said, this would be great for chicken as well, and beef. Just a good all-over marinade. And I'm going to just toss that around in this bag. And then I'm going to refrigerate this for about 8 hours. Wouldn't hurt to do it overnight if you want to do that. And then I'm going to cook mine in the oven. You could also put it on the grill. But that is what I'm doing for my dinner tonight. Pork loin with a pork marinade that's wet. Anyway. Cookie cutting up cute and real. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Give it a try, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.